Hey there, it's Laura Melissa here, and today we're going to talk to you about inspiring people and inspiring stories. So I'm going to flip this camera around and we're just going to do a few little questions that just explore about Melissa and everything that she has to offer. So bear with me 2 seconds and we will flip around. Rightio, we're into it. Alright, so I've just lost my questions for 2 seconds and we'll get into it. So Melissa, just tell me a little bit about yourself. So what inspired you to become a business owner?
Okay, well, I'm Melissa O'Shea and my business is Repose Sleep Solutions. And it was my own personal journey that inspired me. So I actually had to go through a lot of things, learning, including insomnia and learning to sleep again, learning to relax. And I learned how much better life could be when you actually sleep and are relaxed. And so I'd really like to just help other people to find that for themselves, that happiness and that health and that vitality.
Okay, so tell me a bit about your business in 30. Let's give you 60 seconds. So tell me about your business in 60 seconds.
Okay, so Repose Sleep Solutions, I'm a sleep coach and a sleep educator. So I work with people one-on-one and in groups, especially people with insomnia, to get them to sleep well again. And it doesn't matter whether they've had insomnia for a few months, a year, or I've actually worked with someone who had it 30 years and someone else who said they were a poor sleeper their whole life. And we've been able to turn that around in 2 to 3 months. And now they sleep really well. So that's what I'm about, getting you to sleep well and to get the sleep your body deserves.
Wow, 30 years of not sleeping, wow.
Yeah, it's a long. She's writing a book now. She's got so much energy that she's writing her life story and she's inspiring other people.
Cool, that'd be something to read. So this also leads on to why do you do what you do?
I just really love people and I guess I'm a helper sort of person and I just find people really interesting, fascinating. I love learning and growing and I love seeing other people learn and grow and just go from wherever they're at to wherever they want to be. And usually with the sleep, that's kind of like tired and exhausted and just functioning, just kind of keeping it together. And then I love just being able to take them to a point where they're really energetic, happy, just so confident because they know they can get that sleep that they need.
Yeah, it would be very transformational when they walk in. Sleep's so important.
Yeah.
And I know being a mum that when you don't, obviously Nisha's now 4 and she's getting to sleep, but when she was a baby, sometimes
it's really hard.
The next day is a challenge.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
yeah, and then to go, obviously for a lot of people to go through their whole entire life, maybe not sleeping as well as they possibly could.
Yeah,
so
it really makes it hard.
That's huge. So that obviously leads into what inspires you to keep going and to motivate yourself daily.
Okay, well, like I said, I love learning, so I will often watch videos, read. I actually probably mean to read more books than I actually do, but read a bit, read online, watch videos, get outside, go to the beach, get some exercise. I'm also a yoga teacher, so I love moving, I love dance, and moving, being outdoors, that all kind of gives me the energy and the balance to go on with my day.
So obviously you mentioned like the beach and things like that. That would be hugely beneficial for sleep.
Getting outside, especially outside in the morning, getting some exercise, also munches stress hormones. So if you're going to get good cardio exercise, that helps you to combat stress and just be a calmer person.
Beautiful. So we're already getting some tidbits here. This is fantastic. So describe what your business has to offer clients who come to you.
Okay, well, it's coaching. So that means talking to you, finding out what you want, and then helping you to achieve that. So with sleep, it would be setting a goal. So for example, a lot of people with insomnia end up getting maybe 4 or 5 hours sleep a night, and they're coping on that, but it's not really what you need for the best of health or energy. So we'd set a goal and say you want to sleep 8 hours a night, and we work toward that. And what I do is actually holistic, so work with relaxation exercises, find things that work for you to help you to relax and help you to put that into your day and to just make small changes that have a big effect over a little bit of time. So I will help you not just to set goals but to actually achieve those goals.
Cool. Everyone needs an accountability buddy to help
It really
them.
helps. It really does.
Yeah, definitely. So if you've got someone in your corner that is, definitely there for you to help you achieve those goals, you're 100% more likely to achieve them because you've put it out there and got someone accountable for that. So
and
that's
especially
awesome.
with sleep, often people have been having sleep problems for a long time, and their partners are tired of hearing about how tired you are, and you don't want to really say that at work, but it's quite a huge burden. So I'm someone that you can share that with. I understand because I've been there myself, and I also know that you can get through it. So even when you lack faith in yourself, like you think you might have tried everything, you probably haven't, and you haven't certainly tried everything at once. So together we can sort of like get that confidence going that you can change and things can get better.
Awesome. So obviously you touched on yourself, but what obstacles have you had to overcome to get to where you are now?
Yeah, well, insomnia was a big thing for me. I was always a light sleeper, and when I had kids, of course, the sleep went way downhill. But usually it was more just around things I was worried about, and most of the time it was okay. But then I went through a period in my life where night after night I just couldn't sleep, and I was exhausted. I fell asleep on the freeway driving my kids to an appointment, and I had to use all of my willpower just to stay awake and to keep us alive. And when that happened, I realized it was time. I had to do something about it. And so that's when I actually went out and set out to find a cure for my insomnia. Found it, luckily. Had some associated health problems that I had to deal with. And through that journey of learning to take care of myself, learning to how to relax, how to slow down, how to prioritize what I did in my life, and also how to change my mindset. So what you think really affects how you feel, and it really affects your sleep. So that was like a huge learning curve for me to learn all that. And now I sleep really well and healthy, and so much happier.
Awesome. So huge wake-up calls like that on the freeway, that's scary. And sometimes, and what we're obviously encouraging people to do is before they get to that point, take some prevention, find out somebody like yourself to explore what other avenues there are before we get to that, make or break situation. Yeah, awesome. So obviously, what are the biggest, achievements or highlights you've had in your life? You mentioned your kids and,
Yep, so I've got 2 sons. I've been a single mother for 10 years. Their dad's in their life, but I've been raising them, as the sole sort of carer, and they're 18 and 22, really happy, healthy, great kids, great adults. Sorry, guys. So I feel very proud of that because that's been one of my priorities and the thing that I really worked hard on. And just to be in a good position in my life where I feel healthy, happy, and like I want to, I have a lot to contribute to others, and so I really want to get out there and just help change people's lives.
Awesome. And kids, they are a huge achievement. So if you're a mum or a dad out there and you've got kids, that they're like your world and you do anything
and it's
for them.
It's a lot of work. It is.
A lot of work, yeah. And hats off to you for doing it, being a single mum, even though their dad was in their lives. Still, it's a lot that you've had to go through, and obviously then running a business at the same time. So congrats on that one.
Thank you.
So as far as like what we're talking about is support, what support have you had along your journey to what you're doing now?
Okay, well, I've had so many amazing people that I've learned from in yoga, especially. My mum, my family, my kids, my beautiful Labradoodle. And friends. Friends have been a huge support. And then I've just had things that have happened that I believe were meant to teach me things. And just the universe kind of like putting things in my path, sometimes not things that were easy, but things that I've learned from. So I'm grateful for that.
Awesome. And lastly, what are your plans for the future and obviously your business, What can people expect to see?
Yes, well, still doing the private sleep coaching, working one-on-one, working with groups. So taking a group through 12 weeks of journey into better sleep. And I want to take that online so that I can reach more people and have that really accessible for people that are in different places or that maybe want to do transformational work from their own home in their own time.
Wow, that's exciting. So reaching the masses and being able to have people, with their sleep, which is hugely important. So stay tuned. Obviously, that online course will be very, very soon. So we look forward to it. So once again, Melissa, thank you so much for being a part of this and sharing your inspiring journey with us today.
Thanks, Laura.
All right, bye.
Bye.